I'm interested in when I travel, I'm interested in like learning other people's normal, like what's normal for them, right? Because it's different for me. Like and I guess what I'm saying is sometimes I think that we feel, artists, musicians, writers, sometimes we feel like what do I know? What can I do? What can I create? Why does my voice matter? And and so yeah, I guess those are my questions, right? Like how have you come to know that your story, your voice, your music, your art, your poems, how have you come to know that they matter?
Mm. Uh, you know, I, so that's interesting. So when people ask me about audience and who I write for, I think I always write for the Navajo people. And a lot of the internal, interior purposes for the writing that I produce is really because it's something that I was grappling with as a person. And it might come out through a persona, it might come out as third person voice, first person, right? The speaker of the poem, that original root stem is really from me. And so that's how I know, right? So I feel like a lot of the poems that I write, again, kind of coincides with this idea of trauma work, is that really deeply digging these things that are really creating obstacles to who my true purpose, right? And understanding and reconciling, empathy, and then saying it can no longer be with me, right? Because I'm not um, the vessel that it needs to be with, right? Because I've worked through it, and so here now I'm offering it, right? And so I think, just the fact of writing, that's how I see it. It's multi-purpose. It's not one thing, but it really is an offering. It's a contribution. And if anything, it's only for me because it's kind of pushing, I guess, right? Like we started talking early on about this idea of like which path are you on, walking towards Honjon or Hochon. And sometimes you have to walk through the chaos to get through to the beauty, right? And so the purpose can be that chaos, because it needs to be, removed, extracted. And so I feel like that is, for sure. I mean, I think as writers, artists, you're not going to put something out there that isn't ready to go out there. So, I mean, that's sort of how I look at that.